Hello, my beautiful souls. Today, I want to talk to you about a subject that is very close to my heart. I am referring to angels. I definitely love my angels. I reach out to them all the time, I call out to them all the time, and I dialogue with them all the time. For example, if I am going for an interview or some kind of a talk that I am giving and I do not want to be late, I reach out to my angels and I ask them to help me find the place, to help me find a parking spot. Sometimes, when I am confused about whether I should take this decision or that decision, and the decision needs to be made on the spot, I just ask my angels, help me here with this decision. I'm a little bit lost. You see, friends, it is as easy as this to connect with your angels and to communicate with them. But wait, I think I'm getting a little ahead of myself. I haven't yet told you who angels are. Well, everyone has those storybook pictures of angels in their minds. Angels really do not have wings and they don't really play the harp and whatever that our little storybooks have told us. But they are non-physical. They are energy beings and they have a completely different evolution path from us as human beings. Their path of evolution is so interesting. They evolve into archangels and even higher archangels by doing something very simple. And what is that? Their evolution path comes through service to human beings and other beings in the universe. The more they help human beings or other beings in the universe, the quicker is their evolution. Now, isn't that a joyous way of evolving by helping someone else, by being there for someone else? This will tell you that within their energy structure, there is not an iota of selfishness. Angels and the angelic energy only thinks about others, about how to be there for them. Though we do have our own personal guardian angels, angels are more universal. They will help you, they will help me, they will help the whole world. Now, just as you and I have tasks assigned to us, angels also have tasks assigned to them. Some angels give us protection. Have you ever experienced a time when you were in an accident and somehow, miraculously, by some method that just cannot be explained, you came out of that accident unscathed? You had not even a scratch on your body. Do you know what could have happened? An angelic energy stood by you, embracing you, ensuring that no harm comes to you. Angels also come to us in our times of grief. When we lose someone, either through illness or through any other means, or we lose an object or something that we own that is very precious to us, and we are filled with grief, angels are there, unknown to us, but holding us in their energy embrace. They hug us deeply. They consistently and constantly send their love into our hearts so that we do not give up hope, so that we continue to move forward in spite of the loss. Angels are there to do whatever tasks you may ask of them. And here's the key word: ask. Angels, except in very rare situations, have to wait for you to ask them for help before they can help you. They honor your free will to the nth degree. So Don't feel bad about asking for help. So many times a client will say, "Oh, I didn't ask for help in this situation because this is so trivial." It may be trivial to you, but for the angel, it is a task that they perform, a service that they give, and that's how they move forward in their evolution path. So, whether a task is really huge or whether it is something what you might call trivial, just ask the angels. Connecting and communicating with the angels is very, very simple. Breathe a little bit so that you come to a space of complete calmness, and then speak to the angel. Tell the angel what you would like. For example, you might say, "Please, angels, if it is in my highest good, I am going for this interview. Please help me to get this job." Or, "Please, angels, I am appearing for this exam which is very important for my career. Please help me pass it with flying colors." Now, don't get me wrong. You can't tell the angel to pick up the slack for you. You have to put in 100% effort by yourself and then tell the angels to help you. And I can guarantee you the angels shall help you. There is one thing I must share with you. There have been times when I have felt that the angels have not answered my prayer, that I have not been heard. And in the days or the weeks or the months to come, I suddenly realized that had they answered that prayer, had they given me what I was asking for, I would really have landed myself in hot water. There would have been conflict in my life. So you see, the angels did answer my prayer. They answered it by not giving me what I had asked for, because with their higher vision, they can see that this particular desire is not appropriate for me, for my safety, for my well-being. So we have to trust them completely. Angels love flowers, love plants, love crystals, love candles. So when you are communicating with them, when you are sitting down to pray to them, have a few of these around. They love them and are attracted to them, so they will come to you very easily. Please connect with your angels. They are waiting to connect with you.